Peace, y'all. I got a great video for y'all, man. The Native Americans been hiding something from us, and it's time to expose it. Specifically, Lakota and them. So you see right here, Nigger Hill, and you see it's from WisconsinHistory.org. Let me show you the website where I actually got this from. Got it right here from the Wisconsin Historical Society. So let's get back into that brief article so I can show you some information. We see that here it says, among the many romantic traditions in the history of the northern part of the Great Mississippi Valley and the Great Lakes region is the strange story of the lost treasure of Nigger Hill, hard R. So from this already, we know that the lost tribe of Nigger Hill, or the lost treasure of Nigger Hill, we know that Nigger Hill is part of the Mississippi region. We know it's part of the Great Lakes region. We know that this had to do with the Mississippian tribes. Let's get into it. Mind you, it's labeled Indians and Native Peoples. Now, the next logical thing would be is to find its location. Where is Nigger Hill? Hard R. Okay, hard ER. Located on the Wyoming-South Dakota border in the northwestern Black Hills. Nigger Hills equals Black Hills. Right, okay. So we go down here. Where is Black Hills? Western South Dakota. In more detail, Black Hills is isolated, eroded mountain region in western South Dakota in northeastern Wyoming. So we know that Nigger Hill is inside of the Black Hills region. So we know that Nigger Hills is Black Hills. We know that's ours. See, it's called the lost treasure because our ancestors was never finna give up our sacred sites for y'all to be going in there and looking for gold. Here's a couple pictures of the Black Hills. Now, Lakota like to claim this, and they were supposed to get this in a treaty, but the United States didn't honor it because they found gold. But I found some more shit. This does not belong to them, and we know this is our land. And I proved that to you, but I got more details. Let's get into it. Black Hills. We see that they have mining companies in the Black Hills region, aka Nigger Hills, and they got multiple mining companies with this name. We also got Negro Creek, South Dakota. Here's some other places in the United States and New Zealand with the term Nigger Hill. So there you go again. So now that we've established that the Black Hills, aka Nigger Hills, is actually a part of the Mississippian tribes, let's see who is actually a part of the Mississippian tribes. Let's get in from Canada's sites right here. We have the actual depiction, and then it goes into detail letting you know Chippewa, Michilimackinac, which is the Michigan, now considered Michigan region. At the bottom, you have Mississippi and the Algonquin language groups. And that's the thing. Keep that in mind. Anishinaabe and Algonquin. Keep those two names in mind for the video at the end of this. So we see that these tribes right here came from Michilimackinac. They came from what we now call the southeastern United States. But we had reached all the way up to the top of Canada. From another Canadian site, but from their government site directly. Here you go again, confirming. Then at the bottom, you see Ottawa, Ontario. You see that they were also part of Ottawa tribes. Let's get into that some more. This is Jean Baptiste. I posted him on my other account. But this just goes to show you that Jean Baptiste, we already know that's a Haitian name. But it says he was an Ottawa chief. Keep that in mind when they try to deny a Caribbean or a Maroon's roots that are deeply rooted in the inland of the Americas. Keep that in mind. We see from uni.edu that they are confirming that that Nigger Hills is in Wyoming, South Dakota, but then they reconfirm again that Nigger Hills district located on the Wyoming, South Dakota border in the northwestern Black Hills. So there ain't no denying that Nigger Hills is in Black Hills. Let's get into some government sources. Some Black Hills ghost towns and their origins. Look at that. Nigger Hill. Again, proving further indication that Nigger Hill is in Black Hills. That Black Hills is Nigger Hills. Native Americans, Specifically the Lakota hoax. Lakota, Dakota, Fakota, Nakota, bullshit Coda. Yeah, y'all lying on our tops, and I got the evidence. That's why this land was never given back to y'all. So-called back, because this is ours. This is nigga hill, bitch. This also indicates where they are talking about how these are now considered ghost towns. A lot of the times when we no longer inhabit the place and they cause utter damage, like Lake Lanier, like Serpent Mound, they talk about how it's a ghost town now, or it's haunted. I wonder why, bitch. Now let's get into it, because a lot of time, and this also has to do with Chief Tecumseh, and they also are calling this the Anishinaabe War of 1812. We never called ourselves that, so I don't give a fuck if I'm pronouncing the name or not. We ain't never called ourselves no Anishinaabe, Anishinaabe. We ain't never called ourselves none of that shit y'all be making up. We know y'all been changing the languages. I already posted a video about that last year. So let's talk about how these Native Americans, what they were doing while we were actually fighting in the war. Let's get into what they was doing. And according to the Great Research Alliance, the Great Lakes Research Alliance, Canadian-based site, let me discuss what these mixed, aka these Native Americans, was doing while our ancestors was fighting. They was signing this Treaty 18, selling almost 2 million acres of our land for now what would be $40,000 annually, today's money. So yeah, y'all criminals making fraudulent treaties while the actual Indians are at war, our ancestors. And y'all been lying on them the whole time, and Black Hills is really ours too on top of all that. But anyway, this is what they was doing during and after the war, making this treaty right here. Don't believe me on the numbers? You can do the math yourself. Hey, this is what it came out to be, $41,200.01 a year. A year. Y'all supposed to get this off of selling almost 2 million acres. That don't even seem worth it in my eyes. Back then it was only $1,600. You sold almost 2 million acres for $1,600 a year. You know, when they said y'all was illiterate, we should have believed them the first time. Cause what? I know y'all want to see the tribes who was signing the treaties. Exhibit A right here, you can tell they mixed. I don't know with what, but you could tell they mixed. Then the other tribe, we can tell y'all ain't who y'all was supposed to be. Cause how y'all claiming, how y'all look like, but the ones fighting at war look like this. And y'all know what Chief Tecumseh looked like. And so there ain't no confusion. These are the descendants of the Mississippian tribes and the mound builders, because, you know, that's Mississippian culture right there. So, like I'm saying, Black Hills, all the way to the top of Canada, all of that belong to the descendants. Yeah. And then also the Aztec land mounds, just want to show y'all that the original Aztecs are coming from the Mississippian region. Yeah. Why is this all important, though? Why? Well, besides the fact that I just told y'all how y'all can get Black Hills back, okay, nigga hills. But King George III recently did a speech in Canada. I got that video. Let's play it.
Of share. Honourable Senators, members of the House of Commons, it is with a deep sense of pride and pleasure that my wife and I join you here today as we witness Canadians coming together in a renewed sense of national pride, unity and hope. I would like to acknowledge that we are gathered on the unceded territory of the Algonquin and Anishinaabe people.
Treaty is void, bitch.